Welcome to Board Ghost, a story broadcast with games as the engine.
If living is a highway, then heaven is a bus stop. Been waiting for a minute there, or has it been forever? 'Cause dying don't agree with me, no. Dying don't agree with me, no. All you board ghosts, come with me, we're going home.
We believe you're out there, hungry for stories for shared experiences. We can't see you, can't hear you, yet we will play for you. This night's offering is Fiasco, a continuation of our Hollywood Wives story. To find out how we've generated our story, you can listen to our Fiasco primer on the website. I am one of your players, John Holt, but I'm going to let Stacy start off with her character.
Yes, I'm Stacy Douglas Moverly, and I'm playing tonight Ariel Allison, who is a life coach to many of the Hollywood wives in the area. Well, so far she's gotten herself into a couple good situations where she's been able to manipulate a couple areas. She's currently a life coach to Sable O'Hare, who she's living in her spare bedroom at the moment. But it's a temporary thing. She's trying to get herself into a better situation. So luckily she has a relationship with Alana, and Alana has asked her to help out with her daughter's birthday party. So she's been able to manipulate that situation a little bit, where now she's the party planner for a big charity event for Muffy's birthday.
And you have a relationship with Steve's character.
Yes, I'm life coach to his work in progress.
And what a work in progress he is.
I'm doing fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just because it's clear liquid doesn't mean it's water.
It's close enough. My name's Stephen Moverly. I am playing the character Sable O'Hare, a high-end?
High-functioning?
A high-functioning, high-end alcoholic accountant. To the stars. With his court-appointed life coach.
His or her?
His.
Yeah,
Her.
Sa-
No.
Her.
Her.
Sable is a
Sable is
female, right?
female, yeah.
It's
She's
a woman of many faces.
She's older.
She's older.
She's older. Then the booze hasn't been kind to her, so she's got, the worn, well used, maybe. I don't know.
Old Hollywood. She's
Yeah.
seen a lot in Hollywood.
She's seen a lot. I think she's about 50 or so.
That's not old. Come on.
It's not that old, but no. But older compared to the young whippersnappers that are
The 20s and 30s and 40-something that she's around.
including one of her most well-known and troublesome clients, Muffy HoldenKampf.
Exactly. There's a crime relationship between Sable O'Hare and Muffy HoldenKampf.
I am Muffy's accountant, and I have been embezzling money from her account
That's true.
by trying to invest it in sound investments like the ponies.
We meet at Santa Anita Racetrack quite often.
Yeah. And currently my hope is, because I've been losing quite a lot on the races, and needing to do a quick turnaround, have tried to incorporate this new juicing investment scheme to Muffy.
That's right. I'm playing Muffy HoldenKampf. My name is Ken Breese. With you, as always, Muffy HoldenKampf. And she is a 21-year-old heiress of the HoldenKampf fortune, obviously. And she is just a real shit of a person. She really is. Muffy has no redeeming qualities. It's all about looking as best as possible. Her mother's from Eastern Europe, so she has that sort of fine bone structure. Not only that, she's been raised amongst the wealthy, a life of luxury and pampering. So a lot of spa days for good old Muffy. She doesn't really work. I don't think she really went to college. I think she probably graduated high school, and after that just got a quote-unquote job with the company. Trust fund kid, but to the nth degree. And she has been really focused on trying to throw the biggest 22nd birthday party that Hollywood has seen in a generation. She wants to take 100 of her closest friends and fly to Vegas, and then fly to Atlanta, then fly to Austin, then fly to Miami, then fly to New York City, then fly to Montreal. She just wants to party hard for her 22nd birthday. But she has been sidelined because Papa HoldenKampf, her father, has decided to run for governor, and he has no time for such expenditures or such shenanigans. So through the machinations of her mother, Alana, through her frenemy, Allison, plan has been hatched to shunt Muffy's birthday party into this sort of like political sort of event, a Disney birthday party at the Disney Symphony, a Disney concert fundraiser. Exactly. That sort of Muffy, I guess, is sort of the star of the show, I guess, to some degree. There's also a really weird incestuous relationship between her and her father that sort of is there. That's sort of on the...
He just likes beautiful women.
He just likes beautiful women. That's all. Yeah, Muffy is vicious. She wants what she wants. Has a high society relationship with her mother, of course. We're both eventual heirs of this HoldenKampf Foundation, fortune. So getting this money and keeping this money is very important to us. But there's a few different things going on. We also need to cover up the name of the real baby daddy, which is starting to seem like it may be my father, Papa HoldenKampf's running mate, good old Baron Samson. And also there's an object on the table, which is a salacious, embarrassingly awkward sex tape, which is out there as well, which I think landed on Sable O'Hare's welcome mat for her apartment the last we left.
Yeah.
But I'll pass it over to my mother, the most beautiful and amazing woman that I know.
So I am playing, I guess based on timeline, maybe like 41-year-old Alana Kardova-HoldenKampf. So she's like well past her prime by HoldenKampf standards.
By HoldenKampf standards.
But she's still stunningly beautiful.
Yeah,
of course.
And
She's gorgeous.
She is the second wife of Papa HoldenKampf, and she has been sort of passed over now for the third wife of Papa HoldenKampf, Ginger, who Papa HoldenKampf has already had a child with.
Yep, Junior.
Now, P Junior.
Yeah.
Papa Junior.
Papa Junior. His literal name is Papa.
Yeah.
He has no other
exactly.
name.
Papa HoldenKampf.
That is literally his name is
Yeah.
Papa.
So it's Papa Junior HoldenKampf. So she has a hidden relationship, or at least a hidden past, with a family friend of the HoldenKampfs, who is now the lieutenant governor-elect or primary running mate of Papa HoldenKampf in his bid for the governorship. And
Baron
Samson, this strapping man of a man. Part of their past is that he sort of took prima nocta out from beneath the grasp of Papa HoldenKampf and filmed it.
Yeah.
And this tape, she has no idea where it is. And right now, her kind of deal is, making sure she stays in the good graces of Big Papa, and that her money and her fortune and her daughter's fortune are safe. That's kind of all she's really about, and she knows that that's about saving face and maintaining appearances. And that's where my character's at. So once again, we have our grid. We've kind of walked through it. I'm frenemies with Ariel Allison. Ariel Allison is a life coach work in progress to Sable. We have an accountant and client between Sable and Muffy, and mother-daughter, high society, heirs to the HoldenKampf fortune between Muffy and Alana.
I love you, Mom.
And so we've got our stuff out there. There's a need between Ariel and Alana to ruin anyone who gets in their way. There's the salacious object. We've gone across the tracks, all that stuff. So the two other new elements that we've built in from the end of the first act are our tilts. So failure, something precious is on fire, and another tilt, mayhem, magnificent self-destruction. Entering Act 2, things are going to start rolling forward pretty hard and heavy.
Heating up.
or last we left it, the tape had been taken out of the camera and put in an envelope labeled A. And then we see a very battered old version of that envelope with a label across it that says Ariel Allison. And it's been put on the doorstep of Sable's house. So we are at Sable's house. On the doorstep is a battered envelope. Over the cover of the letter A is something addressed to Ariel Allison. Mm-hmm. Ariel is in her room meditating, and Sable hears something outside the door.
I'm guessing it was the mailman?
Yes. The mailman putting the package there.
All right.
So Ariel's upstairs in her thing meditating. She's through her 20-minute meditation, and she's always emphasized to Sable that she should not be disturbed during this meditation.
I did it once. It went badly.
Yes, very, very badly.
Life coaches get cranky when you interrupt their meditation.
Yeah, I'm not so much about life coaching, but just putting up with you until I can move on to a better client.
I am starting to quickly grasp this as a concept. I go outside and I get the mail. I'm assuming there's a bunch of stuff.
Bill.
Yeah.
Bill.
Foreclosure.
And there's this hefty package for Ariel Allison.
Is there a return address?
Is there a return address? I don't think so. No, I don't think there's a return address on this thing. This is kind of odd. I kind of shove off the other stuff and I check the clock to see if your meditation time is up yet.
No, there's still 10 minutes to go.
I open the package and out slides a video cassette.
Unmarked, just a video cassette, and no letters or anything like that. Just this video cassette.
Right. So having.
Does Sable have a VCR in her home?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Sable.
well, that could be the question of, does it good or bad? Do you have a VCR?
I'm saying Sable's gonna have a VCR.
All right.
Because she's a bit older.
And this is Ariel's scene as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
No, Ariel's scene is kind of setting you up a little.
I wander.
5 more minutes?
5 more minutes. See what's on this tape. Boot up the tape player. Do I have the right chords? Is the tape player hooked up properly? I'll say yes.
Yep.
So we start the tape. And it's a horribly awkward,
Yep.
embarrassingly awkward sex tape.
And so Ariel comes in as Sable is apparently watching really bad pornography.
Right.
But Ariel recognizes
Sable, what are you...
the two people.
Wait. Where did you get this?
It came in the mail.
What do you mean it came in the mail?
It came in the mail. Someone sent it to us.
Send it to us? Where's the... Turn that off. Can you turn that off? Oh, my God.
Wait.
Turn that off.
Call me Papa.
Isn't that your friend?
Yes, that is. And I think that's also the future vice president of the state, or vice lieutenant governor. I think that's also the future lieutenant governor.
We'll see about that.
Well, turn it off. Turn it off. Where's the envelope this thing came in?
Oh, I burned it. It doesn't really matter.
What do you mean you burned it?
It doesn't really matter. The important thing is we have this tape. The important thing is I have this tape.
Wait a minute. Who sent this tape? Who sent you this tape?
I don't know. There was no return address.
Well, where's the envelope?
It's on fire.
What do you mean it's on fire? You stop lighting mail on fire throwing it in the sink. Jeez Louise.
Like all the foreclosure letters on fire. In the
It's like a mini bonfire going on, and luckily it's a stainless steel sink.
It's with the others. It's fine.
I turn on the water,
others.
try to get it down, try and scale through. Is there anything left in the envelope? I'm not.
Maybe
no.
that's where we decide whether or not it goes well or poorly for good old Ariel. I think it goes well.
Yeah,
it goes well.
So I was able to get it off, and I can see, even though the envelope is very singed, it just has my name on it. Mm-hmm. It's like, this was not addressed to you. What? Who let you? You're not supposed to open my mail.
I assumed it was something to do with the juicing, the investment thing.
Give me that tape.
No.
Give me that tape.
No.
Yes, you're going to give me that tape.
No, I am not going to give you
You are
this
going to
tape.
give me that tape.
No, I am not. No.
You're going to give me that tape, or I'm going to call up a couple people that are going to make your life hell.
I believe I can make a lot of people's lives hell if this gets into the wrong hands. Sable's Sable's financial problems might be soon over.
No, Sable. Sable, you cannot use this like this. You do not know who you're dealing with here. Sable, believe me, trust me, these are not the kind of people that you want to be playing around with. Not only could you ruin a lot of lives, but you're going to end up being the one who gets burned in this process. These are not the people to mess with. Sable, just give me the tape. I'm your life coach. Listen to some reason.
You are kind of a crappy life coach.
You're a really crappy client. Give me the damn tape, Sable.
I do.
Don't make me make some phone calls, because I will.
I plan to make some phone calls of my own.
She starts trying to grab the tape away.
She's in much better shape.
Yeah, that's true.
You probably...
I'm able to wrestle it away from
Sable
you.
wins quite quickly. Gets winded quite quickly.
Winded quite quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ariel's positive result is that she's able to
I'm able to grab
grasp the
The
It's
tape
like
away.
some cat fighting, some
Cat
like hair
fighting.
pulling.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Give me the tape.
or maybe even more. Maybe you guys get into a big brawl. I mean, are you get bloody?
I think...
Or is it?
I start using some of the different, like
If
martial
Sable-
arts I've learned.
If
Yeah,
Sable gets
definitely.
into a fight, Sable doesn't like pull hair. Sable throws punches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think
But I
you
took
guys,
all those self-defense
you guys
classes.
get
Oh
into
no,
a
I
brawl.
think you will probably kick her ass. But I'm just saying, like,
Are you destroying parts of the apartment? Or
Probably.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
chairs,
Chairs
tables.
flying.
Yeah,
We're both getting
shelves smashed.
bloodied and bruised and stuff in
Yeah,
the
so
process.
there's a whole altercation that
Yeah.
goes down in
Oh, yeah.
Sable's apartment, but you're able to wrestle
the tape away.
and you leave the situation.
Yeah, I run out the door.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right,
it's
Sable.
Sable's turn.
No.
Where do you want?
How about you guys set the
set the
scene
scene for
me?
I was thinking that, like, this is Muffy, like Muffy coming to Sable and saying, you know, like, hey, this party's going on. You've been, like, a really good accountant. I have a +4, and I couldn't, and, like, one of my friends is a total D-bag, and so I can't have that. So can you be my +4? Like, that's her, like, throwing a bone to Sable for being a good accountant.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And so they're like, that's the setup. So Sable is coming.
We
or
set the
Muffy's-
scene once again. We're, as always, at the racetrack at Santa Anita. We meet in the HoldenKampf box. You're there because you want to get my help somehow with this tape situation. Possibly. Maybe there's something that you maybe will be thinking you're going to get out of it. I'm coming, yes, exactly, to talk to you about the party and whatever.
which is
I
like
wanna talk with you about.
the following evening.
Yeah, it's coming up very soon. Pour me another mimosa. We're going to have so much fun at the party, Sable. I can't even wait for it. It's going to be so good.
It's going to be fantastic. I am touched that you've thought to include
Sable,
me.
you're such a great accountant, and I want you to meet my friends. You know, you can get tons of work with them. But I might have to tell them that you suck because you're not able to get work done.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I still haven't seen you be able to get my trust fund early. Like, how am I going to secure my fortune and my future, Sable? I've been thinking a lot about it. I've been meditating on it even.
Well,
Didn't you know the best life coaches practice meditation?
I unfortunately have come to that realization. There's some bad life coaches out there that also practice meditation, though. In any case, I digress. How's your mother?
Mom, oh, she is on this crazy line that we need to make nice with Papa and be this perfect, weird patchwork family for his political parties. I don't even know. I swear, I don't know what she's doing sometimes. I think she probably huffed too much Botox.
How's your relationship with your mother?
I love my mother. She's the best woman in the world. What are you talking about?
So there's no reason you would ever want to get back at her for anything.
What are you talking about right now, you bitch?
Some information came into my possession a little while ago that your mother has had a somewhat checkered past.
What are you talking about? She's from, like, I don't know, Eastern Europe somewhere. I think, who even knows, Macedonia?
There's a tape.
What are you saying right now, Sable? You saying that there's a sex tape of my mother?
Yes.
What? Where did you see this?
Somebody had sent it to my house.
What?
It was
They sent it to you?
Well, they sent it to my house, and it may have been addressed to somebody else, and I mistook it for some papers that I thought we were coming to the both of us, so I accidentally opened it. And
Say, well, I don't give a fuck if you open someone else's mail. All I know is that we need to get this tape. I don't care who has it. You should tell me who it is right now.
Ariel Allison.
That's very good. So now you need to get it from her, and I'm going to get it from her. This is priority number 1. You forget about that trust fund, and you make sure you get that tape, because it cannot come out.
Okay.
Who was she with in the tape?
Ooh, I think this is the call.
This is the, well, he makes,
you make it.
You make the call. Does this go well or poorly for Sable?
I don't think this is good. I don't know. Does anything ever go well for Sable?
Your call.
That's your call.
Let's say it goes poorly.
Poorly. How does that manifest?
No, I don't know. I don't know who it is. I couldn't recognize him.
All right. Well, you did right to tell me, Sable. I'll make sure that you sit at, like, the VIP table that's, like, 3 away from mine.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And your horse loses.
And
Another horse. Another one bites the dust.
this scene is definitely between Alana and Muffy. They're having brunch at a very she restaurant. There are aquariums everywhere, under the floors, above the ceilings, the walls.
And the aquariums are the menu.
Exactly.
You just kind of
you
like,
just sort of
You just point.
You just point.
and
Exactly.
there's like
There's
scuba
like-
divers.
Yeah, scuba divers. There's like, so there's seaweed
No, not
down
that one,
there.
that one.
Yeah, there's seaweed
Or
down
do the
there.
fish actually
There's a
have
fish.
like tattoos of?
Yeah. And the scuba divers like swim over and grab the one.
Exactly. And so we're eating our fish, and we're talking about the party that's going to be happening tomorrow, or today, rather, even. It's tonight. Mama, there's something that I found out that's really weird that I had to share with you.
Listen, okay, Muffy. You know that I have so many, you've asked for so many things, and then your big papa has asked for so many things. I just don't have any more time for your more things, okay?
Mama, this is not about my things. This is about your thing.
Okay, look, I don't have anything. All my things is this stupid party. It's all your fault. It's all on you.
Mama, I heard from my accountant that he saw a videotape of you, and that
Speaks in a really deep voice.
that she saw a
She smoked a lot.
that she saw a videotape of you and some guy doing it. Was it Papa? Did you make a sex tape with Papa?
I don't. This is madness. I do not know. Who is this accountant that
It's
you have?
that bitch Sable Hair.
Oh, she's a crook.
I don't know.
I tell you, you dump her. She is a garbage.
She's been around Hollywood
Ariel
forever.
Allison says that she
knows
is
the
very
best
dangerous
Hollywood.
sometimes.
She knows the best stories about Hollywood. And
She is another one of Ariel's little, like, gigolo girly things where she just takes it. Ariel is leeching from her. You know she is a useless stupid if
you know-
Allison is with her.
you know-
Ariel is with her.
You know, Sable said that Ariel's the one who has the tape, Mama.
No.
I know. I'm scared too. I don't want this to come out.
There's nothing to come out.
I guess, you little whore.
You shut your mouth. I smack the fish from your mouth.
Well, Mama, what are we gonna do about it?
I don't believe you.
You better fucking believe me, because this could blow up in your face and we'll both lose everything we've worked for.
I think it's a call. Like, I think whether or not she's going to believe is going to be a call.
Does it go positively or negatively for Muffy?
Okay,
thinking
if you want
positively.
positively, okay, positively.
Positively for the Muff. Well, Mama, I don't know what we're going to do, but something drastic. If this fucking hoe bag, Ariel, has this tape.
You're serious. You're like straight serious right now.
Mama,
Listen to me, Muffy.
what is this?
Muffy, it's time that I told you something.
What is happening right now, Mama?
You know that I used to live in Indiana. That's
Who
where I'm
are
from.
you?
I am Anna Kay. All right? I'm Anna Kay from Fort Wayne, Indiana. All right? And listen, I used to work at an establishment that Big Papa HoldenKampf would come to during conferences, and he took a shine to me, and, well, he swept me off my feet. I was younger than you. I was younger than Ginger, and he came to me, and he used all his big words. He has the best words, and he just used them all up on me. And
He does have huge words.
but he was already. There's something else. There's a shark that circles around Big Papa, and he caught me in his shark net.
His Sharknado.
Oh, he got me up good, girl. I'll tell you.
Oh my God, Mama, you're the baddest bitch. Your fake identities and living a lie.
Listen, you've got to listen. You're not a HoldenKampf, not by blood.
What are you talking about? What?
You're a Samson. You're Muffy Samson. As far
I am not Muffy Sampson.
Shut the hell up, girl! Smack. And now she really comes
yeah,
down hard on
yeah.
you, and you're like, knocks you out of your
You
chair.
fucking bitch.
You shut your fucking mouth. You don't understand what this will do to us if this comes out.
Oh, I know. We'll lose everything.
You get that tape. I will put this party on lockdown. You get that tape, girl.
All right, Mama.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
That was the evening after you met with Sable at the track, right? So this is the late morning the following day at the Disney Symphony Hall, and I am whipping people into shape to get everything perfect. No, you stupid man. I want more pyrotechnics on the stage. It needs to be explosive. We need a burst of fire. I need a wall of flame to say, she is the hottest girl, and she has the most hottest of fathers. It needs to be so big, you stupid man. Get out, go get me more fire. Okay. You, show me the menus again. No, there is the menus for the inner circle. There is the menus for the people that we want to make. And then, there's the other menus. But you need to make sure that the menus are in the right places, okay? Also, this is a fundraiser. So there's going to be some like people with problems. We need to put them so they can get the photos, but that we aren't sitting too close to them that we hear them smell and hear them gross sounds from them, okay? We need everything balanced, okay?
You got him, Miss HoldenKampf.
And Baron Samson comes in to kind of just check it all out,
comes in.
too. And he's got his own little, entourage. And I see him across the hall, midway through, telling them that they need to go out and buy entire new proscenium curtains, that, this color is going to not work with the wardrobe of the family. This will not work. You need to repaint this. We need more gilding. Look, we have 4 hours to get this together before people start to show up, and then the show will start in 7 hours. She pauses and sees Baron Samson coming in, and he stands there, hands on hips.
Yep, he's
surveying.
surveying the scene, his gaze washing over everything.
And then he zeroes in on her, and just boom, lightning. The two of them.
Yep.
If you could see it, it's
crackling.
The air's on fire,
crackling.
and
he
there's
does
no
a
one
little
there.
tip of his cap in her. Well, he's not wearing a cap.
Just a little pantomime.
Just a little pantomime of
and
the tip of the cap.
she floats over, but with an urgency.
Well, good afternoon, little lady.
Samson, I need to talk to you over here. It is very important.
Sure. Logistics for tonight, very important. Yep.
No, come with me.
I'm
Oh, your
coming.
arms
I'm
are
coming.
so strong. Come with me.
Now, what do you want to talk to me about, Alana?
Listen, Sam, Baron, this is B Sam. This is not good. There's that tape. That tape got out. How did the tape get out?
Oh, God. It was stolen from my safe years ago. I've been dreading this day. I can't believe it. Where did you hear about this? Who has it?
I don't know. Muffy. I mean, this is just
Muffy has it?
No. It's like a weird, shitty game of telephone. Muffy.
Sounds about right.
Muffy said it. Somebody sent it to Allison, but then Sable had it, but then Sable told Muffy that Allison has it. I just don't know. B Sam, we need to put a stop to this. Look.
If that tape comes out, it will ruin us.
It'll ruin me. Look,
I have more to lose than you.
I have nothing. You have all your fortune. Big Papa's gonna just cut us off.
Well, it'll be for the best if no one ever sees that tape again.
I don't know. Maybe
You're going to have to invite your friend Allison She's going to be at the party tonight, right?
I'll make sure she's here.
Make sure she's here.
Oh, I don't know. Sam, I guess I'll try to get her to bring the tape. But there's so many other people that know. Sable knows.
Don't you worry about Sable.
Word's gonna get out.
There's always a new rumor for the rumor mill. No one believes this stuff, as long as the tape doesn't get out.
All right. B. Sam, I'm counting on you. I can't trust you.
You just go ahead and put your hopes on old Papa Samson's shoulders.
She
He'll
croons.
get it done.
She melts against him and then catches herself. Oh, Baron Samson.
And he straightens his jacket. Yes, Miss Kardova-HoldenKampf. I'll see you tonight. I'm sure everything will be as you've said.
All right. So how's this going to go, guys?
I think it goes positively.
Ooh.
All right.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello, Alana.
Oh, Alison. Oh, my dear. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Look, I sent you something that I need to talk to you about, okay?
Oh, thank goodness you're the one who sent it. I was trying to figure out how to approach you and discuss this, but I figured the party wasn't be a good time, that we would need to discuss this later.
No. Listen, Angel, my little Ariel, you've got to come tonight. I need to talk to you. Come a little early. You sit by me. I have an extra family seat. I need to talk to you about this. There's a reason I sent you this tape, okay? There's a very important reason I need to tell you about, okay?
Okay.
I can't say it over the phone. This is too busy. I have too much to deal with. But it is so good that you have it. Did anyone else see this tape?
Unfortunately, yes. Sable is the one who intercepted the package before I even realized it had been sent to me.
Oh, no. Oh, Ariel, listen, okay? Is there anything you can do? This is so important. Is there anything you can do to make sure that Sable tells no one about this?
As far as I know, she hasn't told anyone yet, but I am worried she's going to slip to somebody.
I'm so worried too. You need to do something to help us, okay?
I'll make some phone calls on my end and see.
Oh,
I think
your
the
voice
thing
is beautiful, okay, Ariel? All right, bye.
Alana? Ariel decides the best thing to do would probably be to get Sable in more trouble.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So she goes ahead and calls up Sable's parole officer.
Oh.
Says that they need to come over. Sable has been drinking quite a bit, and she thinks it's a good idea if they do a surprise test just to prove it. And so she tells the parole officer that they should come over to the house to be able to do a surprise test with Sable. And she's gonna meanwhile check in on Sable. So Sable is there at the house?
What time of day is this?
It's the afternoon.
She'd probably still be at the track at
She'd still be at the
lunchtime.
track. Okay, she would know. I would know because that's her office, her quote-unquote office. So I will tell the parole officer that I believe that she's probably at the track. And I go ahead and head over to the track as well just to make sure that Sable's there.
So are you finding Sable in the HoldenKampf box?
Eating shrimp.
Probably, yeah.
Yes. Drinking gin and tonics and eating lots of shrimp.
She doesn't usually drink during the day.
Aw.
No? Well, what's in the water bottle then when she's like gotten there? It's usually in the evenings?
Yeah.
So she's trying out usually in the afternoons?
There's usually a little bit in the morning.
Okay. Oh, I see. So it doesn't do it in the afternoon. I was wondering.
Then like lay her the dog in the morning.
Okay.
And then like it.
You need that afternoon to rehydrate.
Right.
That's when you actually use the water bottle with the filter.
That's like the size of a box.
Exactly.
A 2-liter nightcap.
All right. Well, I've been to the HoldenKampf box before, I believe, and it's easy for me to get in there. Sable, I thought I'd find you here.
What's this? Sorry. Shrimp.
Yeah, they definitely do good shrimp here, don't they?
Wonderful shrimp.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about that juicing thing.
Oh, good. Have you any more where are we going with this? Any more leads?
Yes, but I just want to.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we're ready to proceed, but I just want to make sure that you haven't discussed the package that arrived with anybody, because we could have some issues with investors if this gets out, especially since Muffy is one of your big clients you were going to see about investing in the juice company. I mean, Muffy juice can't happen if Muffy's upset.
Muffy juice is terrifying. That's an aside. Well, I may have mentioned it to Muffy. May have.
You what?
May have mentioned it to Muffy.
Why would you have done that?
Well, I wasn't sure how her relationship with her mother was, and I was wondering if maybe she could, I don't know. Seemed like an angle worth playing.
An angle worth oh my god, what sort of accountant are you? Obviously a bad one.
I had my moments.
Have you told anyone else?
No.
All right, I think this is a good idea to keep this under wraps. And then there's a knock at the door.
Are you expecting anyone?
No, are you?
A knock of the box.
Of the box, yeah, the door to the box.
No. But I mean, this is a big box, so I mean, I don't think it would necessarily surprise me that.
Oh, there'd be people that'd be coming in and
Yeah.
out kind of
Yeah.
thing. Okay. So the door opens and in comes the parole officer.
Hey, how you doing?
Officer, I didn't think we had a meeting today.
Sable,
Well-
what's your parole officer doing here?
Yeah, I mean, we did tell you that being at the track was not a very life-positive place to be. You know, it's...
I was just meeting a client.
All right. Listen, I've heard rumor that you've been drinking.
No, that's not true at all.
I'm going to need you to take a test.
I think this goes positively for Ariel.
For Ariel.
Yeah, how does it go positively? I really need you to take this test. Here's a cup. I have a female officer with me who will help escort you to the restroom. Unfortunately, you know how these tests run. We cannot allow you to relieve yourself in private. You need to be supervised for the test to have any sort of validity.
I'm aware of how the tests work.
Well, as a court-appointed life coach, I think Sable would feel a little more comfortable if I'm the one who supervises. I definitely think I could be the one to supervise this.
All right.
So we go into the bathroom, and I say to Sable, look, if you take this test now, I know you will fail.
I will fail it badly.
Yes. So I will make you a deal.
Yes.
I will pass this test for you, but you are not going to tell anybody else about this tape.
I swear. I thank you so much, Ariel. It would be the last straw. I couldn't. Thank you.
And after this, we're putting you in Betty Ford.
Okay, if you really think we need to do that, if
We
that's
do need to do that.
fine.
It's that or you go back to jail.
Yeah, I guess I
Okay.
really shouldn't have ridden that horse to a mall.
Playing the ponies.
So Ariel pees in the cup and then passes it along to the sheriff.
Who does that?
Yep.
Good and clean.
Yep. Fresh.
See you in 30 days.
Very fresh. Okay.
All
Don't
right.
forget our tilt elements here. It
Yeah.
is Sable's last scene.
Yeah.
We can also set the scene for you if you want.
That might be best.
It's party time.
Yeah, I think your limo with Muffy and the gang is pulling up
Yes.
in front of the Disney Proscenium, and this is, she's the woman of the hour.
Yeah, it's Muffy's birthday party. You're at the Disney Symphony Hall, and yeah, you're getting out of a stretch pink Humvee limo.
And Muffy's miffed because you didn't get the tape.
Nope.
Allison still has the tape.
Yep.
She doesn't know about the back and forth with the mother, any of that stuff.
Nope.
So she's cold shouldering you. She can't really get into it, but she's staring you icy daggers, and it's super uncomfortable. And so you sit down, and the first refrain of Let It Go starts, and people in blue, like icicle clothing, are spinning through the air,
Yep.
a la Cirque du Soleil, and there's snow machines blasting snow onto people. There's like the poor people sitting like really close to it, which on one side happen to be like the people for the charity are being like covered in inches of snow, where people in the middle are being sprinkled.
Muffy is being like brought up through a hole in the stage and is like lip syncing the song and has like a platinum blonde wig on, basically looking a lot like Elsa, obviously, in that sort of bluish evening gown that she wears in the movie.
We've kind of set the scene. So we've kind of got Sable and everyone in place. Who is interacting with Sable right now?
I feel Sable's drunk, and I feel like Sable like stumbles over to Alana.
Yes.
I feel like it's
Yes,
Sable
I like
Alana
that.
time.
I like that.
Yeah.
And Big Papa's pretty close
Big
by.
Papa's pretty close by. Yeah. And maybe it's Sable's making another pitch for the
Last-ditch-
juice
Yeah.
or some sort of...
It's
Who
also this
knows?
sort of like, I'm not going to say anything.
Right, maybe something like that, where you're
Because I
trying
want
to
the
like...
juice to work out.
Yeah, you're trying
You're
to
like
like
assuage
assure...
me.
Yeah, assuaging Alana maybe, something like that. Yeah. What's your goal in the scene, right? Your goal, Sable, in the scene is to save your ass. And you save your ass by not going to jail. You save your ass by selling more juice. You save your ass by
Further ingratiating yourself.
further
yeah.
ingratiating yourself.
And you're already on the outs with Muffy right now.
It's like another powerful person that you're trying to get in good with.
Alana, hi, I know your daughter.
Sable.
We met? I'm Sable. Nice to meet you.
Sable, we've met like 4 times, okay?
Oh, good. This makes it less awkward that way. Hi.
Hello. You seem to be having a good time.
I don't know if that's the case, but I'm having a time.
You're supposed to not be drinking, no?
No, which means yes. So it's fine.
Hello, this is a mess. This is a big mess.
I just wanted you to know. That everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not gonna say anything about anything.
Shut up, you stupid woman. What do you do to me? And I pull you a little bit away from like Big Papa and Ginger and Papa Junior, who's like watching in awe as they start the next song, like a Tarzan song, with
Yeah,
people
definitely.
swinging on vines across the room,
Yep.
and there's like lions being like held on leashes as people are straining to hold these lions back.
Well, okay, we'll be over here now. So I just wanted you to. I saw something that I kind of wish I had never seen, and I'm gonna guess you wish I never saw either.
I know what you're talking about.
That's good, because these innuendos are getting really complicated.
You need to be quiet about this, okay?
I'm being really quiet.
You've got to understand this is not... Did Allison talk to you? Did Aria talk to you, Allison?
Allison's a shitty life coach. But she talked to me, and I'm not going to say anything about anything. But I could use some help.
What are you talking about?
There's an investment opportunity that I would like you to consider helping in.
This goes poorly.
Oh, yeah.
for
Yeah, of
Sable.
course, we only have negative dice left.
An investment opportunity?
Yeah, it's
Do
an
you
investment.
think I do not know what you do with my daughter's money? You piss it away on these 4-legged beasties. You are a monster. You get out of my face before I feed you to one of these lionesses, before we slice it open and eat the baby children that are inside it. The lion surprise. You beast, get away from me. And I shove you, and you kind of roll away.
Yeah.
Make a little scene.
I think security comes in
Yeah,
too.
it's fine. I'm okay. I dust myself off. I was going anyway. I know where I am not wanted. Where are the shrimp?
Muffy's final scene in the VIP lounge. The VIP lounge holds maybe 6 people. It's really small, and it's like the VIP lounge. It's a few, what is it? Velvet ropes in, as it were. And
They turn Kanye away.
yeah, definitely.
It is the event of the season.
It is the event of the season, obviously. Muffy is there with Ariel, and then she's called Ariel to have her come into this VIP area. And they're there together alone.
And this is during an intermission in the concert.
Yeah, exactly. She says, "Oh, Ariel, I'm so glad you came. I have some mimosas. I have your favorite drink ready. You should sit down. Do you need a foot massage?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Cucumbers for your eyes?
No. That's actually quite a great
Shoulder
idea to have.
massage.
Oh no, I'm very good, thank you.
Botox?
No, I was just refreshing last week.
Refreshened. Yes, I love that term. Well, Ariel, I'm so glad you came to the party. You have made it wonderful between you and Mama Everything is going exactly how I had hoped it would.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear.
Yes, thank you. But something has really been hurting my heart and really bringing my aura down, and I wanted to speak with you about it.
Oh, of course. Please, anything I can do to help.
Yeah, my accountant, Sable, told me that you have some videotape of my mother. And I just wanted to tell you, bitch, that you better give that videotape to me right now.
You realize that Sable's an alcoholic.
I don't give a fuck what Sable does. All I know is that you have something I want.
I don't have anything you want. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I think you're lying, and you should shut your whore lying mouth. And then you should open your whore lying mouth and tell me where the videotape is.
Look, obviously, if you're going to listen to Sable, then you're not really thinking straight. I'm going to go.
This is my birthday party.
Of course
I
you
get
should.
anything I want at my birthday party.
And is like tearing it open.
Like tearing at your clutch, trying to get it open. Give me the videotape.
Oh, and this is going to go bad.
Yeah, it goes real bad for me.
I think the clutch bursts open and the tape and all your other possessions go flying.
Oh!
Yeah, the tape goes flying, but not only that, like my dress is ripped. Like you just ripped down like the collar hem of my dress, and I'm like sort of halfway exposed. And I'm like, you fucking bitch! I'm gonna
like
get you
tears.
thrown out of here. You're never gonna work in this town again. I'm gonna make your life a living hell.
Taking selfies and like
Yeah.
video.
Security, get her out of here. The security comes in and they sort of break us up, and it's obvious that they aren't like security for me. It's more like they're Papa security, and they sort of are breaking us up and moving us away from each other. I don't have the tape.
Yeah, as you guys pull away, you see like sitting on the nanny next to Ginger is Papa Jr., and he's sucking on the tape. He's like got it in his mouth, like his little toddler mouth. Like,
Yeah.
he's got the tape.
Yeah, exactly. And we're dragged off by security.
So we're sitting through the concert. Ginger's like giving me looks, like kind of side eye, a little like angry. Big Papa's watching the show, watching Muffy, like who's put together again. Like,
I love Mary Poppins. Chim chim
like,
chiroo.
acting out. Yeah, there's like Buff, like shirtless, just streaked with black paint, like chimney sweeps, like dancing around her, like gyrating.
Chip and Dale chimney sweeps.
Yeah.
This is the hugest.
Chim chiroo. It's like real sultry, like slowed down.
Chimney, chim chim,
Yeah.
chim chim chiroo.
Yeah.
I do not need that visual.
And they're blasting smog throughout the whole. So there's like this black cloud you can like kind of not very well see very well. And everyone's kind of coughing on it. And you're like this sultry like Mary Poppins thing that's just like a
Low
skimpy
cut.
little dress and like a low cut
Yep.
like halter top kind of thing.
Yep. But I've got the hat on.
Yeah. And like an umbrella cane.
The umbrella, with a little
a stuffed parrot's head on it. And the show's going along, and so Ariel and Sable are kind of out of the picture now, right? Like they're kind of like, you got dragged away, you kind of like are off eating shrimp somewhere. Alana's sitting there, and Ginger leans over and says,
Ginger says,
I saw that tape. I saw the tape, okay? It's fucked. You are fucked up. I'm gonna ruin you. I'm gonna ruin you and fucking Samson. Only little Papa Jr.'s gonna get that big bankroll. You hooer. And Alana goes ashen face and goes, what have you done with the tape? What have you done with my tape? She's breaking.
breaking.
What have you done with it? Oh my God. And I'm talking to myself.
I know.
And Ginger goes, I gave your tape to the AV guy. You're going to get your finale. You're going to get it. It says everyone else is going to see you get it. And I leap out of my seat and start like climbing up the stage to get to the AV like booth that's like off the wing. And Muffy's like, Mom, what the hell are you doing? You're freaking out.
I guess, Muffy's on sort of probably on the side stage at this point as Alana runs by. She's like, Mom, you're going to ruin my big number.
Yeah, and you're changing into...
I'm changing
You're
into
changing
my
into-
Pocahontas outfit.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you're changing into this
Oh, yeah.
Pocahontas thing. There's
Oh, yeah.
like they're putting like
All
they have
the colors
African
of the
Americans. They're
wind.
putting them all in chains too. It's like this weird like
It is getting really, really racist.
and like fucked up and strange.
Incredibly fucking
And there's
racist,
like
yeah.
there's for some reason there's like this whole Pocahontas slave ship thing. that
Yeah,
they're, like
there is.
building
There's a
motif
weird,
of. And
there's a weird bigoted thing going on. Yeah.
that's all being set up, and I rush over to find this tape, and the AV guy's locked in his booth, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Lady, listen, the show. I just gotta do the show." So how's this gonna go?
I
guys?
think it goes well for Alana.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
it goes well
Alana's
for Alana.
she's like a really redeeming
She's
character.
resourceful.
She's sympathetic. She's the most sympathetic character in the game.
All right, so here's how it goes well though. The guy's like, "Lady, look, I can't, like everything's queued up to go. They gave me that last minute request. I queued that into the system. It's loaded. This thing's on rails, right? You're just gonna have to play it out. That clip that I was given is gonna play at the close of the final number. You know, it's gonna work. Don't worry. Don't stress."
And the final
I'm
number's
like,
going on. All the
"Are
colors
you
of the
fucking
wind.
crazy?"
All the colors of the
Colors
wind.
of the wind is going, and they're like, "Oh, we rowing the boat that Pocahontas and like John Adams are on, and they're like all over each other." And a screen lowers down, like a scrim, and it starts like there's like things are being projected
Yeah,
on it. It's
yeah. Tree scenes.
scenes
yeah.
and like gyrating like dryad women kind of thing, like. And all the colors of the wind, and like like men painted in like blue and white
really
stripes,
like
wearing nothing but
totally-
paint,
Yeah.
and the
A lot of
song
people
is
in
like
furry
reaching its
costumes.
crescendo, and I run up and I grab the scrim and I pull it down towards the pyros.
Nice,
and
here we
just
go.
as they
Mom, what are you doing?
the scrim catches on fire and it just starts spreading up like a billowing flame of fire.
Oh my god.
Catches, and now
No!
all the soot and ash
Yeah.
that's like still in the air from the previous number catches,
Yeah, boom.
and so the entire like top of this place is just a rolling ball of flame,
And everyone's like, "Ah!"
And
There's
the-
just,
and the light
crying.
projects-
Part of the show?
Yeah, right?
and it just like reflected on all you can see reflected on Muffy's face is her mom and like Baron Samson, but thankfully that's a small screen.
Yeah.
And I collapse. And that's the end of my scene. And we're going to read through all of our aftermaths that will inform our montage.
Okay. Aftermath. I got a 9, white. Nothing to crow about. Not better, but not way worse either. Maybe the car is wrecked, or your wife is leaving you, or there's a court date. But compared to some other people you know.
Black 3, harsh. Shit in a bag, harsh. A lifetime of medication, harsh. A big black cloud of hurt is going to rain all over you. The things you need to happen are not going to. Simple as that.
I got white 4, which is bitter. You know what it's like to be utterly crushed, casually brought low, forced to eat your own words, and stand mute and powerless before your enemies. They gloat, and you are helpless.
So I got a 0. The worst thing in the universe, this probably doesn't include death, since death would be way better than whatever this is. Be creative and don't settle for the first worst thing that comes to mind. There's something darker, more powerful, more wretched in there somewhere. Ariel, you are up for your first montage scene.
It's a week after the party. Ariel's in her late night yoga class, and she notices one of the new hot producer's wives is in the class with her, and she starts chatting her up to see if she can get a new client.
Sable's parole officer has heard about her drunkenly disorderly event at
I mean, it was on footage. It was like on TV.
Yeah, it was quite obvious that. So she is now back in police custody.
Muffy's birthday is a laughingstock, unfortunately, especially at the end when it failed and everything caught on fire. That's like the big story that comes out of it. Not how great it was up until then. Nothing about the tapes, or tape rather, but just that it went to shit at the end and that there was some sort of special effects malfunction, or that my mother got too drunk or something like that. There's a bunch of different stories about what actually happened. But the end result is that I do not have the best birthday party of the last 10 years, and I'm sort of a bit of a laughingstock.
I am called, a late night call, into Papa HoldenKampf's office, into his offices. And I come in, and he's seated there in his big chair, swilling some scotch, and he takes a sniff of it. It's too bad about old Baron. And he points over at across the boardroom, this room, and I look over in shock, and I see the Baron, a gun in his hand, a hole in his head, and his slumped
His corpse.
on the thing. He's suicide's a terrible thing, says Papa HoldenKampf as tears start pouring down my face. What have you done? What have you done?
Flashback to the night of the party. Ariel gets back to Sable's place, lets herself in, makes sure Sable's not there, opens up a cabinet and pulls out another copy of a tape, puts it in an envelope.
Good thing is Sable gets a very lenient judge and doesn't actually have to do hard time, and is remanded to a facility that's a comfy, kind of cushy, kind of rehabby kind of place where she can help her, hopefully, fight her demons.
Muffy gets a job in the communications office of the HoldenKampf for Governor campaign, and she starts producing social media content.
After the governor is elected, he wins the primary and is elected, things go really well. He exports a ton of illegal immigrants, and the economy booms.
It does?
He reduces taxes on people, and it just creates so many more jobs, like well-paying, like effective jobs for people. And he is lauded as a hero, and he is on a high. And in this high, he says, I have a dark, troubling past to share with you all. This tape has come into my possession, shows that my second wife was not faithful to me. I'm not using his correct voice. And I am sorry. I was bilked, and I feel like you as my favorite state of California was also bilked, and I am so sorry to all of you for this. We will be releasing the tape with the worst things edited out, and it pains me to know that my ex-lieutenant governor, God rest his soul, and my wife cuckolded me.
Ariel is sitting in Sable's Sable's. She's basically taking over Sable's house while Sable is away on her retreat sabbatical. And she's sitting in the living room watching the governor's press conference, and she just smiles to herself.
Having finally kicked the booze, Sable finds herself deeply, deeply hooked into the other things that were flowing through this rehab facility.
Smoking that meth. Muffy is incredibly embarrassed by the revelations that she is not an actual HoldenKampf. Her reputation is destroyed. Her credit dries up. She quits her job at the campaign. She's so embarrassed she doesn't want to be seen there anymore. She sort of disowns her mother. She's very, very on her own, and she just sort of hits rock bottom a little bit. I think she's like dressed in her like finest finery, but like sitting on the floor of some shitty ticky-tacky apartment that she's rented, for $1,000 a month or something like that. And she's just like sobbing, like it's just over.
Alana Kardova-HoldenKampf has now reclaimed her old name, Anna Kay, and is back in Indiana dancing with a snake as Miss Anaconda.
A few days later, Ariel is sitting there doing her meditation. Her cell phone starts buzzing, and she immediately gets frustrated. Ugh, why didn't I turn on silent? But then she notices who the number's coming from. It's Jean-Gere.
Jean-Gere!
Papa HoldenKampf told me that I need to call you, that I need a life coach for some reason. I don't know what he's talking about, but, what Papa wants, Papa gets. So I think we need to get you over here so we can figure out what the heck you're supposed to be doing for me.
Nice.
Things aren't going well between me and Papa.
Oh, Jean-Gere, I'm so sorry to hear that. I of course, let me get right over there. I will help take care of everything.
Oh, hurry.
She hangs up. Well, better pack.
So eventually, Sable gets out of this rehab facility She's a mess. She's worse than she was when she got in there. She's not really sure what she should be doing with her life anymore. But she knows she has a score to settle. So last thing she knew of Ariel was that she was staying at her place. So she wanders over there to her own home. And through a misconstrued ransacking of various things and of drunken stumblings, ends up disconnecting the gas line and inadvertently blowing up the place.
Is she toasted? Or is
She's toasted.
Flash forward about 6 months later, Papa HoldenKampf is firmly ensconced in the governor's mansion, and he is recently married to Muffy HoldenKampf. He's divorced Ginger after the life coaching didn't work out, and for some reason, he just he can't let that Muffy get out of his sight. And they are married. A bitter, bitter Muffy who knows exactly why he's marrying her.
10 years later, President Big Papa HoldenKampf,
President HoldenKampf, President Big Papa,
is sitting in the Oval Office with his First Lady, Regine Floradia HoldenKampf. There beside him, behind him, the 19-year-old beauty. And he signs the Camp for Those Act into place. And almost immediately, his H troopers start descending on the more deplorable areas of the country, scooping up prostitutes, scooping up drug dealers and junkies, and shipping them off to wall factories.
Oh my God.
And in one of these raids, even though she tried to hide in one of the cubby holes that they had dug beneath
brutal.
the strip club, Anna Kay is scooped up and sent to a wall factory where she is forced to build walls till she starves to death. In HoldenKampf's America.
HoldenKampf's America. Wall factories for all.
Oh, man.
That's how you make jobs.
With that, our story ends. We will return again with a new tale to spin to dare to entertain. I was one of your players, John Holt. You can find me on Twitter at Lord Joho, and you can find me on Instagram at board_ghost. BORED. Stacy, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Stadomo, STADOMO.
My name's Steve. Can find Thanks. You can find me at stephenmoverly.com.
All right.
And I'm Ken Breese. I just want to say thank you to Stacy and Steven for joining us. We really appreciate it. You can find me, of course, on the internet, on the interwebs, and the inner tubes at berlingsbeard.com, BERLINGS. Also find me on Twitter and Instagram.
All right. We are having a contest. Recent guest and friend of the podcast, Tim Rodriguez, provided us a number of codes for his official Fiasco mobile app. To distribute these codes, we're going to crowdsource and make a listener and us generated Fiasco Play Set, a Board Ghost Play Set for 2016. The theme is Purgatory, sort of the way station on the way to your final reward. So basically where us board ghosts just have to hang out. Each Fiasco playset is made up of 4 tables: relationships, needs, locations, and objects. What we need your help with is filling the 6 categories in each of these tables, and in those categories, the 6 elements. So if you provide us with 1 category and the 6 elements, that's 1 contribution. If you want tips on how to come up with elements or categories or your own playsets, check out the Fiasco Companion book. It's a great resource for playing the game, teaching the game, tweaking the game experience, and leveling up your play. You can look in the show notes on our Twitter and on our website for a link, or go directly to boardghost.com/contest2016 and you will find the form. Fill out the form with your name, email, which table your category falls under, again, relationships, needs, object, location, the name of the category, and the 6 or more elements in that category. We'll take all the submissions and edit them into a complete playset. Any submissions that we use for the playset will provide those submitters, those contributors, with a code. The contest will run till November 16th. Submit as many categories with elements as you would like. We'll reach out in December to let you know if you've been selected and to verify your information. We will not use your email in any way except to communicate if you've been selected, verify whether you want an Android or iOS app, and send you the code for your app. The app is amazing, super easy to use with 40 plus playsets packed inside. You just load your Pocket with the app on your phone, get some dice, pens, index cards, and the rulebook for those tilt and aftermath tables, and you're a rolling game of Fiasco. Pick it up and run. If you want to purchase the app while the contest is still going, do it. App is awesome. We'll still give you a code so that you can give that to a friend and just draw more people into the game. Again, go to boardghost.com/contest2016 before November 16th and help us build a playset. To learn more about the players and engine in our story, visit boardghost.com. You can attempt to pierce the veil and contact us at BoardGhostWorld on Twitter. Shout out through the ether if you have desires we can fulfill. Leave reviews and comments on iTunes, your preferred listening portal, and please take a moment to subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest episodes. You can also find us on YouTube at BoardGhostWorld. There's a Board Ghost channel there where you can watch all of the shows or listen to them, and we have them separated by game type, and you can just listen to all the episodes. You'll see a nice image from our website there. We'd like to thank Pat Couples for our theme song and interlude music. You can find more about Pat at patcouples.tumblr.com or on his band's page, hotelsandhighways.com. If you're not alone in the void, share our stories. The more they are consumed, the truer they become.
If living is a highway, then heaven is a bus stop. Been waiting for a minute there, or has it been forever? 'Cause dying don't agree with me, no. Dying don't agree with me.